Alright. So there is two method to store the data. Now I'm storing all the data here, whether it's a movie or picture or song or database. All the things I am storing, that is called a data. And that is called data. And data storing method are the two method we have. One is called structured data. Structured data. Another is unstructured data. Right? And one more is the called semi-structure. We'll talk later on that part. But in broader view, we have structured and unstructured data. When we say that SQL is a type of a data, we call it structured data. Because when you see the SQL tables, when you see the SQL table have the specific format. They have tables, rows, and columns. Yeah, and they have specific method to store. Let's say that this is employee details, table for the employee details. Yeah. This is employee details. So we'll be having employee number. Yeah. So those will be name, department, salary, whatever you want to have it. So when you cannot you are adding a data in specific format, and you will have always you have a number here, always you have a name, alphabet here, always here the number with some special characters, right? So those kind of a data is always structures, always having same method. That is called structured data. Unstructured data will be Your unstructured data will be like movie file. Yeah, it could be a image, right? It could be audio. It could be a text file. It could be PDF file. Any kind of file will be called unstructured. Yes, yes, Sharon. Any questions? No. Videos also. Video, we can say the movie, anything. So what is happening here? I'm keeping a data. It is all a different file format, different size will be there, right? Different naming characters will be. Sometimes I'll start with numbers. Sometimes I have a total letters. So every time it having a different method to store the data. So that is called unstructured method of storing data, right, guys? Right? So this is only base I'm just clearing up. So there is a physical storage which we are using right now, a disk, pen drive, floppy disk, SAN storage, NFS storage, Samba storage, DAS service, NAS service, all those are in the physical storage. Yeah. There's another called called is that cloud storage. We'll see that one, how we can achieve the cloud storage. We'll see that. And if you see the data type, there's a two data types. One is a structured data type, another unstructured data type. Structured data type usually a SQL database, or you can say that a semi-structure, where is one are the in between of structure and semi-structure, unstructured, that is called semi-structured data, right? That can be Excel file, Microsoft, or you can say the sheets. So those are the looks like rows and columns, but you can change the in the rows and column. You can put either you can put sometimes a number, sometimes you character, sometimes put a special characters. So there's those kind of data is called semi-structured data. Make sense, guys? Any questions so far? Perfect, perfect. Now moving to cloud, we need to look. We are right. If we are on premises, we are using SAN service, we are using NFS service, SMB service, disk service. We are using those service when we have infrastructure on our data center. If we have a data center, we are using those services. But we have now moved to cloud service. We need to look for that what are the types of service are available in the cloud, right? So let's start with first how to store the data in Azure. So we have a service in the Azure called Azure Storage Account, right? There's a service like just like a virtual machine. We have a virtual machine as a one service, this as a one service, NIC card as one service. There is one other service called our storage account one service, which allow to keep a data in cloud, right? All right. This is what already we have talked about. Types of storage. We'll see that. All right. This is all the topics we're going to cover. All right. In Azure Storage Account, you can store any kind of file, messages, tables, or any other types of information, right? Those Azure storage are having durable data. So your data will be always available. It won't get impacted. It will be highly secure data. It will be secured. It nobody can steal the data. They required username, password. They required some method to connect, get to your data, right? And apart from that, which is the important one, it is called scalable data. So right now I am required 500 GB. In future, I might require 500 TB from GB to TB, right? So I can scale automatically. I don't need to provide any provision. It is automatically get scaled on Azure. Definitely there will be a limit, but its limit is too high. We can consider that, right? And you can easily manage, easily access the storage account and data inside. Okay. You can create multiple storage account within your subscription. You can manage your data with multiple storage account. It's not necessary you can have only one storage account in the Azure. You can have multiple storage account, right? So, and we also talk about what is the three types of categorization data. There is disk. We'll see that how we can show the disk and files, unstructured data and structured data, right? So let me show you that how the storage account looks like. So let me go on my portal, portal.azure.com. I'll be going to look for the storage service, all service. I'll go to all service. I'm going long cut. There's a lot of shortcuts there, but I just wanted to go to show the how we can go for the long cut as standard way. And click on storage. Then there is a storage account. I already have some storage account. Let me create a one storage account, or I'll create it later on. I'll just show you that how we create it. So there's a storage account I'm creating here, right? So let it be. I'll not create right now because I don't want to waste our time. I have already some of storage account is there. So if I click here, I can go. I can see that there is plenty of service. Overview is always there in virtual machine, network card, disk, everywhere you can find overview. All right. There is what kind of data I can store. I can store the unstructured data in container and file share, and I can show the data structured data in queues and tables, right? If I click here, I'll go and can see that some data is there, right? If I go here, there's no, I have some file is there, some data is there. There's no data, but I have created file share. If I go in queue, I don't have any queue. If I go for a table, I don't have any table as of now, right? I can go to another storage account. This is another storage account. And if you click here, there will be a different type of data will be there. There will be different type of data will be there. Those are the containers. We'll see the what is containers, but I can see that okay, there's a data which I can have it here. Right? If I go file, they don't have file, table don't have file, don't have table key. Alright. So this is a service called storage account service. Make sense, guys? Are you with me? Any doubt, any questions? Okay. Perfect. So in Azure storage account, what type of data we can store or what kind of service we can get it? We can get a container service, right? Earlier it used to call Azure Blob. Now they have renamed to container. So if you go here and portal, I'll go on any storage account, I'll be see that container as a service, right? Or you can simply say the blob service. This is also a container. If you click here, it goes to container itself. You can see that. So earlier they used to call a blob service. Now they are calling a container service. All right. This is massive scalable data you can store over there. Either text or binary data doesn't matter. You can store any kind of data, image, audio, movie, TXT file, PDF file, any kind of a data you will store in your container file. All right. It is just like a big dump, big area where you're keeping just keeping your data. All right. So this data is you can access on the stream level. So let's me clean this one. It is my Azure Story account. All right. And I'm using a service called container service. So this is my container service. So in the container service, if you want to upload a file, I have, let's say that I have file called submit underscore resume dot doc. This is my file, resume is there. I want to upload here. I need to create one container and provide a name for the container. So I'll say that the container name will be general documents. So this is my container name. I should not have the space. I'll just put it underscore. I'll just put it one word. General documents, right? In the general document, I'll be uploading my resume file and get stored here. Make sense? Now, if people want to access or I want to access, give it to my HR to resume, any HR to provide a resume, what will do that? I'll go this file and look for the property. In the property, I'll find one URL. What is URL, guys? What is URL? Anyone knows that? Yes. It's a kind of link, or it is only you can say the link. So whenever you goes on website, right? This is URL. This is URL. This is URL. What is full form of URL? Universal Resource Locator. It is link only or website only, but the right word is Uniform Resource Locator (URL), right? Or you can say the URI. Sometimes people say the URI. Right. Uniform Resource Identifier. Locator के बजाय or rather than using word locator, you can use a identifier, right? So what is this is what generally we identify. This is a difference. So URI is Universal Resource Identifier. Identifier if it's identified as a name, we call URN. If it's locator, so then we call it locator. Right, guys?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Right?
Sir,
Yes.
uh, what's the difference between this IP address and URL, sir?
Okay. Okay.
Isn't it the same, or does it define like .com or .edu?
What's the difference between IP and URL, right?
Yeah.
Well, your question is URL versus IP, right?
Yeah.
Is it your question? So let's understand what is IP. I think most of guys already know that we have discussed, but let me quickly go with in terms of where is my. So IP is when the computer talks, they talks in number language. Computer talks in number language, right?
Yes.
Computer talks in number language. Forget about my spelling. All right. The computer might be have the some all will have a IPs. IP is called Internet Protocol, which is allow to communicate one machine from the other machine in terms of number. But let's say that I want to check my bank account salary, and bank give me then one number 102 202 303 and 111, and say that if you want to check your website, if you want to check the bank account, you go to this number. Okay. If I want to do transaction, there will be a different number. A bank is providing me a lot of numbers. I'll be a little bit confused. Okay, this number, this was the for checking balance, right? This was transaction number. This is for transaction, right? It is this website for general information document, general document, banking document. I have 10 banks which I have account. So it will be really difficult to remember, recall all numbers. Okay, this is pretty confusing. What was the number for the transaction, for the checking balance? I need to maintain a complete Excel file to get the details. But if I say that it is, let's say that let's go idbi.com/balance. Will it be easy for the checking balance? If someone goes for idbi.com/transaction, will it be easy for transaction? Right? We
Yes.
human, as a human, we are tendency to remember our names. We are not good with numbers. We can't remember all the numbers. We are good with the, remembering the name. We create relevance over there, right? So that's why this is called IPs. All right, this is IPs, and this name is called URL. So difference between URL and just a minute, guys. The difference between IP and URL, ultimately we need to go on IP only. Ultimately, when we get the data, we need to go on IP. But as a human, we don't understand the IP. We go with name, and that name get converted to IP. That is done through the DNS. That is done through the DNS service, right? So that's the difference between IP and URL. Okay, coming back to topic. So when I upload the data, I'll get some URL. I'll get some URL or link, you can simply say that, which I can give it to my HR, and HR can access my resume. This is how I store my data. It is happening over the internet. The container service. I'm talking about container service. All right. So it is having a URL called http dash 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 URL for my resume. And in the last, it will comes like submit underscore resume dot doc. Right. This will be URL I give it to HR and HR can download my resume. This is kind of data we call streaming data. This is get streamed over the internet. Is it get streamed over the
Yes.
internet, guys?
Yes.
Right. So the file is get streamed. Sometimes video get streamed. Sometimes audio get streamed. Anything which you are this page is getting streamed. Right now we are this accessing website. This your data is getting streamed. So it is getting over the internet. This is called streaming. Right. Transferring file from one place to another file over the internet is called data streaming. Make sense, guys? The file can be
Yes, sir.
video, file can be
Yes.
anything that is getting transferred from server to any clients. That is called video streaming, file streaming, document streaming, audio streaming. Anything is called streaming, right? But generally we use the word stream with video only, or video or audio. All right, so that's what we store the data on. If you store the data in container service, we use a streaming service for get the end users. So I cannot. I'll see that how secure and how we will access it. Then let's see later on. Now the another service is called Azure File, or later they call it File Share. So this is one of our service. I'll be having File Share service. I'll be having File Share for uploading any data. Let's say that resume.com. This resume I want to upload it. I need to create one file share and I want to provide a name of file share. File share name will be my document. I can give it any name and uploading my data called submit resume. Alright. So this kind of a data cannot be streamed over the browser, or it is not a browser streaming data. It is if you have another virtual machine laptop, it will map as a drive, sometimes called Z drive, sometimes called X drive. It will be mapped as a C and D drive, which we have right now physical device. It's mapped as a drive, right? This will be looks like a hard disk, but it's my document will get mapped as a Z drive on my laptop. And I can access, if I have a credentials, I can access my data here over the internet, but it is not stream. It is will be some protocol. The protocol name is SMB, or you can say the CIFS protocol. CIFS protocol. So this protocol allow me to get map my data. All right, guys. Did you got the difference between container and file share?
Yes, sir.
Can anyone explain me what's the difference between container and file share, please?
In that container,
Yes,
bec- because in that container, the data will be transferred through network.
through the internet.
Uh,
Through
yes, sir.
in the
Through the
container
internet.
through the internet, but it will be stream data.
Stream data. The file sharing, it should be like a drive data. Only drives will to connect the data through SMB slash CL.
SMB or
TS.
CF, those are the two different protocols. If it's Linux, then it use SMB protocol. If it's Windows, it's use the CFS protocol. All right.
Okay.
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 And it is also over the internet. Huh? This is also over the internet. It is not a private connectivity. This is also internet, but it's mapped as a drive.
Map as a drive.
Right. All right. So let's move on next topic. File tables and queues. Table and queue we are not going to in details because this generally developers do that. Tables and queues, but it type of service no SQL unstructured data. Here I can store just like an Excel file. If you remember the Excel file, you know guys know that Excel file.
I know, sir.
Yeah.
We know.
So it is just like an Excel file. Tables will be we have a tables in Excel file. It looks same as a rows and columns, and we'll have some numbers. That's it. That's a table. And the queues, I'll explain the queue. This is like looks like a table, right? And the queues is like I'll give example. Let's say that you want to purchase a mobile, okay? And you go on Amazon.com or Flipkart.com. You click on purchase. You choose your bank. So assume that you bank haven't acknowledged your balance your bank account have a balance or not. The Flipkart.com doesn't know that. It take you the bank, and bank will check and deduct money to Flipkart.com and give acknowledge to bank Flipkart.com. Okay, I have transferred your money to your account, so don't worry, send the mobile. So meanwhile this is the process is happening. It's holding your mobile in the queue. So that is a queue. Make sense, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. Those are the queue service which is are using for temporary holding a stuff that is called a queue. It can be message, email message, or it can be some packets. There we call it message. It's holding between applications, two applications or two transactions. All right. So when we are creating storage account, which storage account we are talking about? Azure storage account. When we are creating storage account, where is my storage account? Yeah. When we are creating storage account, we have two options to create a storage account. One is standard storage account, another is premium storage account. So the word itself says that standard will be less costly, premium will be high costly. The standard will be have standard features, premium will have a high latency feature. Right, guys? We'll see in details what could be exactly difference, but I just giving the overview. So if you create a a storage account, there's a two options: standard storage account. Another is a premium storage account. Okay, all right. The standard storage account is backed by HDD. The standard storage account is backed by HDD, and the premium storage account is backed by SDD. Do you guys know that what's the difference between SDD and SSD?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, sir. You said us like in
Yes.
SSD there will be something like disk rotating. The speed will be very less when compared to HDD.
Oh,
Transfer
you
speed.
said vice versa. SDD
Oh, okay.
HDD will be old technology. SDD will be a new technology.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
just show you that image for reminding. So this is the right picture. This is the right picture. So this will be a magnetic
Yes.
disk which rotate and store the data with help of Splendor. Okay, or you can say the access
Yeah.
head. In the SDD, they store the data just like a pen drive in the chips, right?
Yeah.
So it is
Yeah.
pretty faster. It is stored in the data in the chip format. It's pretty faster, but it is stored in the magnetic drive, so it is pretty slow. The difference between, I have shown you this example, if any data you write in HDD, right, it is takes, let's say that it takes 20 hours to take a backup, it's get it done in within a 6 hours. It's too fast, right? Same concept we applied here. HDD,
Yeah.
if you go for a standard disk, it will be backed by HDD, so that will be cheaper in terms of cost. In terms of cost, it will be cheaper, but speed will be little less. If you go for the premium disk, it will be cost, but it will be faster, right, guys?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Now, earlier we have a storage account called storage account type V2 and V1. Now V1 is not available no more. We don't use it. It's called legacy account. So don't need to focus on that. But might be some interviews ask you that what are the kind of accounts? Kind of account. It's not a performance bit. What kind of account you have in Azure? You can say that we can have V2 and V1 storage account, but V1 is not available so far. V1 is not available nowadays. All the Azure is providing new storage account in V2 format. Okay, and the blob and everything I'll talk in details when we see that when we deploy into storage account. So we will focus on V2 only, which is a latest version of storage account. All right. So hold on so far. I'll not go on further as of now. Uh, I'll show you a demonstration of creating storage account and uploading a file, and I'll show you that how you can do the practice your own. Where is my portal? So I'm creating storage account. How do I create a storage account, guys? I go to this three lines, all services, storage service. You can see that storage account is storage account classic. Classic is the older one. We generally don't deploy. If you try to deploy, it won't. It is not a right way to get deployed. It should not. You should not deploy. So I'll go storage account and click on create storage account. Okay. Now, when we are creating storage account, first thing need to be get remember that storage account required a subscription, just like a virtual machine. Storage account required resource group, just like a virtual machine. So I'll be choosing my, what do you say that, resource group and subscription. After that, we need to give a name. We generally give a name called for virtual machine VM1, VM2, or some naming standard. Here, the only difference is that this name should be globally unique. What exactly means of global unique? That if someone's already created storage account, let's say that they have created storage account name Ravi or Ravindra, all right, someone already have created. If I try to create that storage account, I don't think so that will be available. It will say that it's already taken. If I try to create, let's say that Ajay, so it is already taken by someone. If I try to create a John, check it out. If John is available, that's good. Let's see that John is available or not. I think it's available. So I can create a John storage account now. And let me go John storage account. And I'm choosing a standard. Premium will be a little bit expensive. And here you can choose a local redundant. We'll talk later on this part, local redundancy service. But go for LRS, local redundant service. And for now, don't do anything. Just go next, 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 and create a storage account. Then we will gradually go to each and every option and we'll talk about in details. Right? First, create a storage account. Is it John spelling is right? Name should be taken by someone. There. Let's see that. Any question, guys, so far? Okay, John storage account has been created. If I go click on resources, I can see that John storage account name is John and its type is storage account. And I can see that there's the four types of services. I'll go on first container service, upload. I'll create some container. I'll say that my doc, which is I explain here that if I go to after going to container service, I require to create one container, general document. I can give it my doc, any name. All right, I'll just go that one and create it. And after going into my doc, container has been created. I'll upload my data. So let me upload my data. Anything I can upload it. This file has been uploaded. Now, if I want you guys to access this file, I need to click on it. I'll be going on property of my file, overview of file, and copy the URL. Can you see that URL? And I'll give you this URL on chat box. This communication chat. Okay, I don't see the chat. Guys, can you see the chat? No?
No, sir.
Okay, chat is disabled, I think. Chat bubble is disabled. So I'll be sending on WhatsApp. Can you click on gap from your laptop mobile?
I can see this here.
Okay, I think there's a disable for me. I click send on a chat. Can you click on that? Can you see the file? What file you will see that? I'll show you
Yeah.
that file one.
Image.
There's an image,
Image. Yeah.
this image, right?
Yes, sir.
So where I have uploaded data, I have uploaded on Azure and over the browser. If you see that the URL having HTTPS over the browser, you are accessing my data. Since browser can read this file, you can what we say that you can see in a browser. Let me upload one file which browser cannot understand. What will happen? Let's see that. So this is document file I'm sending up, sending you this URL. Okay, copy the entire line. Wait. Don't copy that right now. Let me give it back again. This is what happened that I'll give it this. Yeah, I know that there'll be error. Let me send it again. Now, if you click on this URL, what will happen? Is it downloading the file? Yeah, it is downloading.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the file is get transferred. Since my browser cannot read it, it is downloading the file. There is some other software can read that software that file. Make sense, guys?
Yeah.
So its stream file got streamed over the internet. All right. So this is all about my container service. Now let me quickly create a file share. The same storage account, I'll go to same storage account, I'll go to file share and give it my file share name called my doc. Alright, I'll just create it. I'll click on here. I upload some file and click on connect. Alright, let me how to connect. This is a complete code is there, and this is a PowerShell code. If you go that PowerShell code, so I will go to my PowerShell. This is my PowerShell. I'll paste it here. So before running that, I need to check that whether my connection is success. My provider, my internet provider, allow me to connect this file share or not, and this will be happening over the 445 port. Most of the time what happened that the internet provider doesn't allow to connect over the 445 port. They are blocked the 445 port, so it won't connect as a drive. So if I can get my mobile data, 2 minutes guys, I'll just bring my mobile, or I can this, then I can my my internet provider is not allow will not allow me to communicate on 445 port, but my mobile data will provide to communicate. So it says that okay, communication failed on this port 445. Just give me a minute, let me bring my mobile. All right, I'm connecting to my mobile data. Just give me a minute, might be I'll drop for a second. Can you hear me guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, who's in the lobby? Mahesh in the lobby. uh can't see Mahesh. Just a minute, let Mahesh join so I can show demonstrate this one. But let me connect, check the connections. All right, from the mobile connection, if I try, it get acknowledged. There is no error. So this my mobile data provider allowed me to connect 445 port. So let's wait, Mahesh. Okay. Well, actually, I'm almost done. Let Mahesh. Hey, hi, Mahesh. So, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah. When I
yeah,
tried
yes,
from
sir.
my internet service provider, it my connection got failed because my internet provider have blocked 445 port. So I have asked you guys, all of you guys, to understand the port and protocols. So my connection provider have blocked the 445. So I have connected from my mobile data, and then I retry to reach it out that 445 port, and it says that connection is successful. Now, after connection successful, I'll be connecting my drive. So before connecting drive, I just want to show you this computer. Does that I have Z drive? Can you see, guys? Do I have a Z drive? No, right?
No.
No, sir, at present. No, no.
I will just mount it with help of this command. It will be trying to mount. Let's see that if it gets successful signal. It get as mounted as Z drive. Now I'll go to my this computer. Can you see that my dock?
Yes.
And this is Z drive. And if I open it, I can see my file just like a folder in my computer, not in the browser. I can copy my other file also, right, in the Z drive. If I copy it from just like a copy paste, it get copied, but it getting copied over the internet, right? If I go to my Azure this and refresh it, do you see that I have another file? Are you getting, guys, what I'm doing?
Yes. Yes.
So this is a file share I am connecting as a Z drive. What I did first, I create a container, my doc, then I uploaded file from the portal, but I can upload from the copy paste from here if I mounted a Z drive. So it will be get reflected automatically here. So what is a difference between container and file share? So this will be a stream data. This will be stream data. This will be mounted data. And file share can be mounted multiple place, multiple computers. So if I have I mount on Z drive here, I can mount on Z drive here, I can mount on Z drive on other machine, I can mount on multiple place, and all will can see the same data which is this computer is seeing. All will same, and all virtual machine can delete, all virtual machine can copy, all machine can edit the file. That can be possible. Make sense, guys? So it is kind of mapping with
Yes.
every one computers. It is not mapping, it is streaming. That's the two difference between file share and container. All right. So let's take a break today. You guys have to do. You have guys have to watch my video and create a storage account. Okay. Last thing. Let me take a break before taking a break. Last thing. Let me create a new storage account. And when I try to create a storage account, I'll put it something called like this. I'll put it something like this. R A Y A demo. It won't work. It should be all in lowercase first thing. It should not have the special character. Special character is not allowed. You can put any special character, it won't take. But you can put numbers in between, right? It should be alphanumeric and all should be in lowercase, right? Make sense, guys? Only lowercase, can you see that? Lowercase and numbers are allowed. Apart from that, nothing is allowed. And lastly, it should be unique name. If I put it Ravi, it won't allow me to create a Ravi, but I can have Ravi demo. I believe that it will be available, right? I can try it out. Okay, Ravi. If not there, I can try it out Ravindra. Let's see that Ravindra is
Ravi
taking.
one, sir.
Sorry?
Ravi one.
No, I cannot hear you properly. What you said?
Ravi one.
Ravi 1.
That's one, two, three, another.
Yeah, that we can check it out. Ravi 1 is Ravi 1 is there or not? Yep, Ravi 1 is not there. Then I go for Ravi 3. Ravi 2 is not there. I'll go for Ravi 100. It is not reflecting properly. Yeah, I have to write it Ravi 100 from the scratch. And it is available. Then you have to choose a region where you want to keep your data. That is again just like a virtual machine, right? Again, you have to virtual machine looks like where you want to keep a data, which region, which location you want to keep a virtual machine. So you can choose a region. And rest of the things I'll talk in detail by tomorrow. All those topics. Okay.
Friday. Friday
Tom-
class same time, sir.
Tomorrow is which timing? What is the date tomorrow?
Friday.
Tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, I can keep it the same time. Will it fine for you guys?
Sir, yeah, it's okay for us, sir. Sir, one more thing, sir. When I started with you the day before yesterday, you told that you'll show how to connect this virtual skill set, right?
How to
What
connect?
virtual machine skill set, like
Virtual machine
remotely
skill
connect.
set. Yes, yes, we forgot that.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I believe that I have deleted virtual machine set. I don't have right now, as of now.
Okay. Okay.
Let me check it. I have or not. So just remind me before the class tomorrow. So what we can do that we can deploy virtual machine skill set.
Okay.
That will take time. After deploying, I'll show you that how to connect it. Just remind me before the starting the class.
Okay.
Right? How to connect the virtual machine skill set? I'll show you tomorrow.
Sir, we haven't received that yesterday's video also. Last past class video also we didn't get actually.
I have shared you guys a couple of videos, right? Oh,
No,
who?
actually last class we haven't shared this.
No. I shared it over Shravan. I
Yes,
Not said.
Shravan, na, right?
That will be shared. For, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please, sir. It's me asking.
I shared you till the 7 sections. This is what we have done last, and today will be 8.
Okay. The separate link now shared. I was checking this batch only actually.
Okay.
I
I
was
send you
before you were
sure.
sharing in the batch, right?
I send you personally. This two will be shared by Ganesh. I have not recorded, so Ganesh have recorded too. So we can ask to
Okay.
Ganesh. But
Okay.
from 3 to 7, I have shared
Okay.
with you. I'll copy paste in the group hour itself. So that will be easy to have everyone.
Okay. Just now. Yes, I mean, just now I shared the links.
Okay, perfect.
You shared for me.
Yeah, perfect. Same I have shared. So perfect. So I'll be adding section 8 today. Today's recording. Uh, and we'll see tomorrow. We'll meet you tomorrow. Guys, again, important thing. Too much important. You guys need to improve your communication. You have to speak up. You need to look for Azure or Linux administrator. Better go for Windows administrator. If you want any help, which video you want to talk, which you video you want to see, I can help you out. But start looking for Windows administrator.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll be
From your side also.
sorry.
From your side also, please post the videos which you feel that
I'll
has
be
most of the information.
I'll be sending the topic name and a link which will be English. You can look similar in
Okay,
Telugu.
that yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Okay, perfect guys. See you tomorrow guys.
Thank you.
Take care.